ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ponds Forge and the British Swimming Summer Championships 2018.
A light is ready to shine throughout Glasgow and Scotland once again. Hopes and dreams sealed and shattered in a single breath. Be there when new European champions are crowned.
Our thanks go to sponsors and partners without whom this event would not be possible. Funding partner, UK Sport. Official partner, TIER. Official timekeeper, Swiss Timing. Official suppliers, Lumi. SOS Group. Endorsed product, Sports Systems. Host city, marketing Sheffield and Sheffield International venues.
Bigger than Nadine. Look at the size of that TIER Alliance bag. Well done to Nadine. Give her a round of applause. All she did was smile in a picture, but it looked great. So well done to her. We will have an entire morning session's worth of a competition tomorrow. So make sure you join in with that. You too can win yourself a TIER Alliance bag. Thank you to TIER UK and Ireland.
Thank you very much, Alan. So going from Alan here in the commentary position, and we'll be going over very shortly to our man who, over the course of the week so far, he's been dotted around on poolside. But tonight, he is in with the crowd, and we can just about cross over to him now, Steve.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jonathan. Those people just below me are completely unaware that I'm stood right next to them and I'm going to have a chat. Like this woman right here, for example, has absolutely no idea that I'm going to sit and chat to her. Now, perfect seats, prime seats. Who are you here supporting tonight?
Clementine Lovell.
Clementine Lovell. And what event can we look out for Clementine in?
53.
Now, 53. That's exciting. They were great this morning watching. This is your first day at the Championships?
Yes.
And how much have you enjoyed it?
Very much. It's very hot though.
It is very hot. That's something you definitely get used to. I'm going to chat to a few more people in the crowd here. Hello, sir. Don't go anywhere. Who are you here supporting today?
Clementine Lovell as well.
Oh, we've got the Clementine Army in over here. I'll let you take your seat, sir. Okay, who else have we got in the crowd? Just making your way in. Hello, madam. This wasn't what you were expecting. Who are you here supporting tonight?
Rachel Anderson from Millfield.
Oh, she's very, very good. Best of luck to Rachel and the rest of the Millfield crew. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big cheer? Are we excited for this evening's session? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've come amongst you this evening to try and get a little bit more noise. Are we excited this evening? That's a little bit more like it. Brilliant Swimming is on the way very shortly. Back to you, Alan and Jono.
Thank you very much, Steve. So without further ado, let's crack on then with the final part of a very long day 3 here, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, please welcome to poolside the referees and their team of technical officials. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your referees, Tom Baster and Andrew McRoberts. Your starters for this evening's session are Kevin Patterson and Victor Guerra. And your technical director, David Metcalf. Officials, you may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our first event of the evening. This is the men's 1500 meters freestyle heat number 8. In lane 0, representing City of Milton Keynes, Max Murphy. Lane 1, representing Davencio, Ryan Reeder. Lane 2, representing Millfield, Kieran Bird. Lane 3, representing City of Sheffield, Samuel Budd. Lane 4, representing Hatfield, Nathan Hughes. Lane 5, representing City of Leicester, William Bell. Lane 6, representing Bath University, William Riley. Lane 7, representing City of Peterborough, Jamie Scholes. In lane 8, representing City of Birmingham, Samuel Osborne. And in lane 9, representing Loughborough University, Nathan Wells. This is the men's 1500 meters freestyle final heat. So once again, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Pond Sport. You'll trickle in these people throughout the course of our first race, the 1,500 metres, around about 15 minutes of swimming here. So we'll see the crowd develop bigger and bigger as these 15 minutes go on. I am sure people gather to come and watch the swimmers that they know in the next races. But thank you to all of you that have taken your seats nice and early to take in every moment of the action on finals night number 3. To those watching on the live stream as well, a big welcome back to you. Hopefully you're all settled onto your sofas or you're in your house, or at least leaving work now at least, and getting back, watching the stream on whatever mobile device you've been able to pick it up on. You don't have to miss any of the action here at the British Stellar Championships 2018. All of it being streamed live, so make sure that you're not available to join us here at Pond Sport at any of the action. You are indeed watching on the live stream. Plenty of heats of this a little bit earlier on, an extended session due to a couple of swim-offs as well. Jonathan, you were here through the earlier heats. This is the final one. What can we expect?
Well, we can expect swimmers taking part in the 16-year category, 17, 18, and also the senior as well. As earlier on was the case of the 13, 14 and the 15-year age groups being decided. A big well done to the medalists who managed to achieve in those 2 age categories. There'll also be, of course, the swimmers from the previous 7 heats watching on at this 8th heat with great interest, because a lot of those older categories, their results will be put against the guys in the pool now, and that is how we'll find out how the final leaderboard will stand out. And spotting quite a few familiar faces on the far side that were there through the hard slog, of course, of the 1,500 metre earlier, delaying their lunches. Some of them may be completely abandoning it and just relying on a chocolate bar or 2 in order to pull them through the rest of the day. And it's certainly that sort of loyalty and support that the swimmers really appreciate, and we certainly do up here in the commentary position as well, looking out at the coaches, listening to the parents in the stands as well, really being with the swimmer in the pool each and every part of this long and arduous trek to the 1,500 metre freestyle.
Just a quick test for you parents sat in the stand. Just raise your arm if you're the one that gets up ridiculously early to take your child to training. Let's have a quick look. Is it majoritively men or women? Let's have a quick look at this. Keep your arm in the air. Are you the one that takes your kid to training? Just having a quick look. It's a pretty mixed bag, and I've got zero sympathy. None whatsoever. But what you are doing is giving us the stars of tomorrow. So pat yourselves on the back. Every time that alarm clock goes off, think about the fact that just one day, maybe you've raised an Olympic hero. What would that feel like, eh? All those 5 a.m. starts wouldn't mean nothing then, would they? Absolutely. That's what you're here for. The parents, the coaches, the volunteers at these events, just as important as the swimmers. But the people with the talent are in the water. They're the ones that get wet. And Samuel Budd is the one leading the way here in this 8th heat of the 1,500 metres. The City of Sheffield swimmer went over at 3:02.64 at that last turn. He's heading back towards the diving pit end here of the City of Sheffield's home base. And he's still in the front. 3:33.64.
In lane 3, went to school just half a mile up the road. Just a few years ago, and whenever we come into these British Summer Nationals, he's managed to stick himself in the tougher races, do well as well. But of course, you've got the swimmers in there coming down the middle who are very familiar names. I have to say as well, Nathan Hughes in lane 4, who of course is seeded as the fastest going into this with 15:33.1 his entry time. 15:24.81 is his PB, so around 9 seconds quicker than that. Time he recorded earlier on this season as well. Absolutely dominant when it comes to this event, and British Swimming Championships 2016 managed to pick up gold as well in the 16-year category. Over an awful lot of events when it comes to the East region. I've seen him quite a few times for Hatfield, absolutely smash his opponents out of the way. They show exactly what he's made of. Now he's doing it on the national stage. As you mentioned him, you mentioned Sam Budd. You also now mentioned Kieran Bird of Millfield going in lane 2, the youngest out of that trio, in fact. Going season's best of 15:47.1. Just a couple of seconds off for his PB. Looking at national results, sign of a pedigree at 1500 metre level. I just think he's going to go out there and win this one, but an awful lot of 400 metre freestyle success over the years and across the different age categories as well. I have to say, this is a whole different ball game, a million miles away from the life of a 400 metre freestyle swimmer.
Nice to have a close battle in a 1500. I remember being here a couple of years ago, watching Timothy Shuttleworth desperately trying to get a qualifying time. And the Pond Sports crowd that night was up on its feet for pretty much the entirety of the 1500, which is majoritively unheard of. Hasn't done Tim any damage since then, has it? Through the 25 metre mark, is heading back towards the scoreboard. Once again they go. There's Hughes, Budd and Bird not too far away from each other. Tussle for 4th position on the far side as well. Samuel Osborne and Jamie Scholes. Birmingham and Peterborough respectively. Trying to hang with them is young William Bell as well, a 16-year-old. Youngest, of course, in this final heat. 16 years, British record is 15:22:58. Just some way inside his current personal best. Came across a lady earlier on who just about made it here from a mammoth drive to see the final 50 metres of her son swim, only for him to get a 22-second PB, so it was worth the drive, wasn't it? My daughter's swimming here as well, so it was worth the journey back. We note that you are all fanning yourselves with whatever it is that you can come across, a programme, a fan itself. I'm sure there's a man there fanning himself with an entire ream of £50 notes, rather extravagant, but if it works, do keep yourself with water by your side at all times if you can. We appreciate it. Not only is he warm outside of Pond's Forge, but he's obviously warm inside as well, so keep as cool as you can. Plenty of arm waving from the City of Sheffield team up on the stand in front of me, just trying to encourage Samuel Budd on. Hello Sheffield, how are you? All good? Yep, very good. Year upon year, a smiling bunch of swimmers at the City of Sheffield. Then there's this year, completely different.
I have to say, Alan, in terms of the fanning, this is probably the most vigorous episode of fanning we've seen so far in the spectator gallery. I didn't realise it was that hot. Don't worry, ladies and gents, there is a thunderstorm expected tonight in South Yorkshire, so you can drain yourselves off your back.
In theory, if you're sat at the back of the spectator stand, you should have a gale force wind coming your direction. There's so many people fanning themselves on the front row, it must be reaching the back. Reaching the front is Nathan Hughes here of Hatfield, 9:51.85. The last time of turning. We're into our 11th minute of swimming.
Well, some of our swimmers in the pool here have already had success in Sheffield this week. And I've already mentioned William Bell with his first in the 400 free in the 16-year category. When it came to the more seniors, Sam Bird getting a second spot in that 400 free, third for Kieran Bird. Also Sam Osborne getting third in that event as well in the 17-18-year category. They've already put in quite a lot of hard work this week, have these swimmers. And back here to do it all over again. Of course, unlike the previous 7 heats, this is a race that's been hanging over the heads of these swimmers all day as well, having to wait till the start of the evening session to get this underway, so you could argue a bit more time to prep ahead of it. And, get a bit of rest in there as well. But surely it's something you just want to get out of the way. I'm sure there are swimmers out there who look forward to this, but I'll never understand them.
That's not the reason why, Jonathan. We've got some extremely good long-distance swimmers in our history, and I'm pretty sure there's a few of them in the building about now. And we could have some in the future as well. Swimmers like the long distance running, you just get the knack of it. And at the moment, the best of the lot here, looking like Nathan Hughes of Hatfield. 11:57.35 at the turn, just inside 12 minutes as he made that turn.
Let's just break it down for you as well right now as to what this race means to each of the individual swimmers, really. William Bell, the only 16-year-old taking part in this race in lane 5, so really it's just him against the clock, and the times that were recorded earlier on from swimmers in his category doesn't matter at all where he finishes in this heat. It's just about the time that he gets going in lane 5. In terms of the 17, 18-year-olds, there's quite a few of them in the pool. Max Murphy, lane 0. Of course, Nathan Hughes in lane 4. Hughes not just leading against the 17, 18-year-olds, but out of everybody right now in this lineup. Jamie Scholes is beginning to manoeuvre forwards as well. He's in 4th position and equates to currently 2nd out of the 17, 18-year-olds. And Sam Osborne is in 3rd out of them in this race. Of course, you'd have to compare their times as well with those in the previous 7 heats and exactly what the ramifications of these times are right now. The rest of them all in the 19 years and above. Ryan Reader in lane 1, Kieran Bird in 2, Sam Bird lane 3, William Riley in 6, and Nathan Wells in lane 9. Well, this is superb from Nathan Hughes, who's been in this sort of rhythm for quite some time now. Leaves it a couple of seconds for his legs to breathe, then he kicks again. And he is also consistent. It sounds like a lot of work has gone into this style. He knows his body can handle it. Not overexerting himself at all. Of course, pushing himself to the limit, but not breaking past that limit. And that is important. Kieran Bird and Sam Bird in lanes 2 and 3 twinned together right now, and they are in the same category. This is a direct race between those two, and the only real direct shootout we've got currently in the pool. So Nathan Hughes, here's the sound of the bell first. If he was losing track of the lap count, he's certainly reset that now and knows there's just 100 metres to go, and he is streets ahead of everyone else. But just like all the swimmers involved in this race, it's about the time rather than the place he gets in this. It's a busy evening for Nathan Hughes. He's got finals to come tonight, the 400 IM as well. It's a busy schedule. 50 metres to go though. He will turn now well into the ascendancy. And this really is the coronation for him. An eye on the clock, but an eye on the pool, and this marvellous swim from Nathan Hughes, who is doing tremendously well. But now we look to the battle in the 19 to 20-year-old category, and this is where it is really on between Kieran Bird of Millfield in lane 2 and City of Sheffield Sam Budd in lane 3. Who is going to fall short here? It's going to be one of them. Who will it be? The green cap of Bird or the red of Budd as they come in towards the wall. Hughes touches 15:36.29, and second goes to Kieran Bird, who has done it by a slither, but just enough. 0.24 seconds between himself and Sam Budd. A PB as well for Bird in the process. Bird over Budd. The two give each other a very firm handshake after a shattering race. Nathan Hughes, the star of the show there though, in the 18-year category, 15:36.29. William Bell, 15:39.59. That should be enough for the 16-year-old title as well. And Jamie Scholes, of course, in the same category as Nathan Hughes, finishing 5th overall. Second out of the 18-year-old swimmers in that race. And of course we'll match up all the times with those previous 7 heats and be able to bring you exactly who has won what. But Nathan Hughes, top overall, super swim from the Hatfield man, 15:36.29.
They're making their way out. Keep those tweets coming. Hashtag Summer Champs. Karen Saunders is rooting and cheering at home in Somerset, but Laura McNabb representing Bath in the 50 free finals later on. Keep them coming. Hashtag Summer Champs 18. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event, the women's multi-classification 100 metres freestyle final. In lane 0, representing Northampton Swimming, Eleanor Robinson. Lane 1, representing East Lothian, Hope Gordon. Lane 2, representing Bournemouth Collegiate School, Alice Ty. Lane 3, representing Mount Kelly, Lily McLeod. Lane 4, representing Nova Centurion, Sophie Pascoe. Lane 5, representing Guildford City, Zara Maluli. Lane 6, representing Aberdeen Performance, Tony Shaw. Lane 7, representing City of Oxford, Rosie Bancroft. Lane 8, representing Hoddesdon, Grace Harvey. And in lane 9, representing Northampton, Maisie Summers-Newton. This is the women's multi-classification 100 metres freestyle final. I mentioned at the top of the programme about the events in Glasgow over the next 18 months or so. The Glasgow Europeans, the Len Short course, and of course you can nip over to Ireland, to Dublin, and see the European Para-Swimming Championships that take place there between the 13th and the 18th of August. And if that's winning medals in the shape of a Great Britain swimmer that you want, this is one of the events you want to go to. At Zelda Island, you will see plenty of British medals being claimed. Here is Sophie Pascoe of New Zealand, interestingly enough. 9 Paralympic gold medals this lady's already got in her career. She's over here training with the Nova Centurion squad. Coach Glenn over on the far side is possibly no better to learn from. And I'm sure she is learning a lot as she comes in here, 924. But Alice Ty, 104.9 for Alice Ty, 103. 6'9". And it's not far outside of what we've got down as the world record, that from Alice Taito. Great swim. 1:04.9, 9:24 from Pascoe, 9:17 from Grace Harvey, 9:06 from Hope Gordon. 4 above 900. Just emphasising what I was saying about the fact that Great Britain have some very talented para swimmers. I am very much looking forward to heading over to Ireland and talking my way through a week's worth of para swimming. Good luck to all of those ladies, if that's the last time we see them this week. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the men's multi-classification 100 metres freestyle final. Lane 0, representing City of Manchester, Michael Jones. Lane 1, representing Cockermouth, Jacob Leach. Lane 2, representing Team Ipswich, Ryan Crouch. Lane 3, representing City of Derby, Lewis White. Lane 4, representing City of Sunderland, Stephen Clegg. Lane 5, representing Salisbury, Harry Wellington. Lane 6, representing Carnegie, Oliver Carter. Lane 7, representing Borough of Kirklees, Jonathan Booth. Lane 8, representing City of Sunderland, Joseph Craig. And Lane 9, representing Bournemouth Collegiate School, Leo McRae. This is the men's multi-classification 100 metres freestyle final. Stephen Clegg already has himself a lead. He has 12 swimmer from Sunderland in 4. Alongside him, Wellington is an S13 swimmer from Salisbury. The other side is City of Derby's Lewis White. To make that turn, it is indeed Clegg, who is the S12, who predictably leads the race in terms of points. Well, City of Derby's White will be in front of Ryan Crouch, both of those S9 swimmers, along with Jonathan Booth on the other side as well. He's third in that battle. Joseph Craig is the only S8 swimmer we have in this one, so too Michael Jones the only S7, and Leo McRae on the other side. And lane number 9 is the only S6 swimmer we have. So let's take a look at the points as they come in then. Here we go. 55.25 is number 782. Derby's White gets 847. Now it's about the outside lanes. Craig comes in 7:17 for him. What about lane 0 here for Michael Jones? Takes a touch, 7:13 for Michael Jones, 1:07.55. Leo McRae on the far side. Final meter for him, 6:46. So it's 8:47 for Lewis White and a time of 57.26. Record for that category. 54.18 in the S9. That's a big ask.
Tweet coming in from Judy on hashtag Summer Champs 18. Good luck to all Birmingham swimmers tonight and the rest of the week. Started it off with just Judy. Thank you, Judy. Time to say massive good luck to Royal swimming teammates Matt Richards and Tom Watkins in the boys' 16 years 100 free final. That's not too far away, coming up in around 20 minutes' time. Karen Saunders said Team Saunders rooting, cheering at home in Somerset for Laura McNair representing Team Bath in the 53 finals in Sheffield tonight. Go, go, Laura. Hashtag you can do it. Hold your nerve. Philippa says to look in the final. Ladies, of course, we end tonight with the relays. We're really looking forward to it. The heats earlier was scintillating, and we end with the women's 4x200 metre freestyle in the 14 to 16 year category, and then the 17 years and over as well. Cynthia says best of luck to Rosie Bancroft in the 100 metre free finals tonight. Just gone actually, Rosie Bancroft. So make sure those tweets keep on coming in. Hashtag Summer Champs 18. A couple of people have been persuaded to go for Summer Champs 2018. Rule out the 2-0. Let's just do 18.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the women's 13-14 years 200 metres butterfly final. In lane 0, representing University of Aberdeen, Anya Slesser. In lane 1, representing Nova Centurion, Emma Erskine. Lane 2, representing Stockport Metro, Olivia Heron. Lane 3, representing Cleethorpes District, Ella Bainbridge. In lane 4, representing Colchester, Sophie Freeman. Lane 5, representing Barnet Copthall, Joe Hobsley. Lane 6, representing Stockport Metro, Amy West. Lane 7, representing City of Birmingham, Millie Checkley. In lane 8, representing South Ayrshire, Lucy Grieve. And in lane 9, representing City of Leeds, Martha Bradley. This is the women's 13-14 years 200 metres butterfly final. From Suzanne Pritchard here, just cheering on from Spain for our Team Bath teammate Laura McNabb, swimming in the 50 freestyle this evening. It says Nadia Rapito Lara. I much prefer living the vida local. There you go. Hashtag Summer Champs 18. If you're going to send us a tweet, include that wherever you are in the world. If you're watching, you know people watch from far and wide, but we do like you lot here in Sheffield much more because you come to see us in person. It's great. Turning here in first, Freeman of Colchester in the yellow cap will lead them back down to the scoreboard.
Time for her earlier in the heats was 2:17.88. PB actually reads earlier on this season, 2:16.77, so she can go marginally quicker. And Cecily Freeman, you really would not put anything past her. However, look at the record for the 14-year age group in this in terms of the British record, and it stands very handsomely indeed for her. Really, it climbs back in 2014 to 11.46. That is a record that's going to be very, very difficult to beat for quite some time, you would imagine. But Sophie Freeman is turning at quite a good pace here. 1:04.56 with a split. She's got Joe Hopkins a couple of seconds behind her to her left. The Barnet Copthall swimmer in lane 5, and then there's a diagonal line of swimmers behind her. We then switch towards the near side, and in lane 0, Anya Slesser of Aberdeen Performance is putting in quite a decent shift. Ever so slightly behind Ella Bainbridge, but the chase really on behind Sophie Freeman right now.
Holly Tabb said a shout out to Coach Emma Collins Barnes. It's her birthday. Thank you very much to Holly Tabb for pointing that one out. Hashtag Summer Champs 18. That's all we want to do is send out your messages of love and support to whomever it may be. Turning here, East Freeman in control. 1:40.52. Second, Hobsley into 1:42.94. Third is Bainbridge, 1:44.41. But she is away here, Freeman, and there ain't no stopping her as she comes into the final 15 then. Freeman should take this with ease. From the other side of her, it's Hobsley of Barnet Copthall. The battle is on for third, though. Bainbridge being pushed by Heron on the other side as well. Amy West coming in the picture, but it's 2:16.15 for Freeman, and that's a new personal best for Sophie Freeman. Hobsley 2:19.63, and it is West. She was coming real strong in the final few meters, who takes third. So top three with personal bests at least. Well done to those in that age group. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to poolside the athletes for our next event, the women's 15 years, 200 meters butterfly final. In lane 0, representing Northampton Swimming Club, Betsy Wizard. In lane 1, representing Brighton, Maisie Thornton. Lane 2, representing City of Bristol, Olivia Butler. In lane 3, representing Barnet Copthall, Fleur Lewis. Lane 4, representing City of Leeds, Charlotte Robinson. Lane 5, representing City of Leicester, Maisie Elliott. Lane 6, representing Newcastle, Crystal Wilson. Lane 7, representing York City, Tia Ward. Lane 8, representing Mid-Sussex, Charlotte Johnson. And in lane 9, representing Hatfield, Tara Kalowska. This is the women's 15 years, 200 meters butterfly final. Tweets coming in. Laura McNabb is very popular. Charlotte cheering on teammate Laura McNabb. Keep those tweets coming into us. We do love it. Summer Champs 18 is the hashtag. Great start on the near side here. Betsy Wizard. Here in 5. Maisie Elliott, though, will have the lead. In fact, she's just dropping right on the start. It's Elliott, Robinson and Lewis. Still as they come through that 25, heading down towards the halfway stage. He has a fractional lead, and again, Wizard has conjured a different style over the back 50 of the 100. So it is indeed Elliott, Robinson, Lewis, Wizard, Wilson. Will it stay that way for the entirety? Pretty sure not. Battle for second between Robinson and Lewis. They're pushing each other. Will they get close to Maisie Elliott? 50 to go.
50 to go, and the first turn being made indeed by the girl from the East Midlands, the City of Leicester, Maisie Elliott. A slither in front of those towards the left of Charlotte Robinson, just behind Fleur Lewis in lane 3 of Barnet Copthall. And it's actually Fleur Lewis who may just have a little bit of momentum to use here. 25 metres to go. There is still the room in the pool to just make that little move forwards and get past Maisie Elliott, but she's a tough nut to crack, and she's very resilient indeed. How much longer can she hold on here? It looks like Lewis has just got a little bit of pace about her as they come in towards the wall. It looks like Maisie Elliott should hold on. Does she? She doesn't, and Fleur Lewis So menacing on the back 50, just managed to squirm through at the death. .11 the separation between her and Maisie Elliott. A really hard fought swim from the front two there. Charlotte Robinson bringing up the rest of the podium. 2:18.63 for bronze. The front three well ahead of everybody else. Middle of the pool pretty close together, it has to be said, but never challenging Robinson, Elliott and Lewis.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. The women's 16 years, 200 meters butterfly final. Lane 0 representing Plymouth Leander, Victoria Adams. Lane 1 representing City of Peterborough, Mia Leach. Lane 2 representing Ellesmere College Titans, Pia Murray. Lane 3 representing City of Newport, Megan Allison. Lane 4 representing Aberdeen Performance, Gaia Alcaraz. Lane 5 representing Millfield, Rachel Anderson. In lane 6 representing City of Glasgow, Selena Ayagwaram. Lane 7 representing East Kilbride, Yvonne Brown. Lane 8 representing Wigan District, Eleanor Cowan. And in lane 9 representing City of Liverpool, Holly White. This is the women's 16 years, 200 meters butterfly final.
And there we go, a few trees coming in. Josie saying good luck to Eleanor and Henry tonight, smash it. And also one, Joanne saying good luck to Yvonne Brown as well in this one. Holly says shout out to coach Emma Collins-Barnes on her birthday.
I've done that, that's favouritism, that is.
If you need to do it in chronological order, Alan.
I'm not doing it in any order, I'm just reading them out of sit. Up towards the diamond pin end they go, double birthday messages. Look at that, Jono's looking after you up here. The turn left, Alcaraz of Aberdeen Performance. Turning ahead of Pia Murray. Sandwiched in between the two of those is Allison. That's the 1, 2, 3 so far.
I've also got a tweet from Grace as well, watching the swimming in person this evening rather than on the live stream. And of course, Grace submitted that wonderful entry to our tier bag competition earlier with the dog. We said she couldn't be part of it because she wasn't here. Now she is. Grace, I really feel for you. I don't make the rules.
There are rules? What?
Anyway, she says good luck to Joe Litchfield. Good luck, brother. As we focus our attention on this final, and it's a really engrossing one, this in fact. No one really dropping off down the middle. In lane 4, Guy Alcaraz of Aberdeen. 1:05.23 was the time at the halfway point. Wasn't too far off the PB earlier on today, less than half a second the separation, 0.44 to be exact. She's going to have to squeeze a couple of seconds out of that in order to get gold here. She's still top dog as she turns for the final 50 metres. Rachel Anderson is in second place, ever so marginally ahead of Megan Allison though. And here we go for the final sprint in lane 1. Mia Leach of City of Peterborough is doing a fantastic job here. to just come around the side and go into what looks like second position. She's definitely in third right now. The only difference between her and second is Rachel Anderson of Millfield in lane 5. That'll be close between them for silver, but at first Gaia Alcaraz of Aberdeen is going to get there in first. 2:15.83 the winning time. Anderson second and Leach in third. Time for Alcaraz, a big new PB as well, from 2:17.04 to 2:15.83. Anderson bang on 2:17, a second PB of the day for her. Mia Leach getting the bronze for Peterborough.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the women's 17-18 years 200 metres butterfly final. Lane 0, representing Hart Midlothian, Katie Taylor. Lane 1, representing Stockport Metro, Isabel Spinley. Lane 2, representing Hatfield, Shannon Stott. Lane 3, representing Thanet Swim, it's Daisy Anderson. Lane 4, representing City of Leeds, Kiara Stoshan. Lane 5, representing Harlem Midlothian, Kiana McInnes. Lane 6, representing City of Birmingham, Caitlin Hubbard. Lane 7, representing Wirral Metro, Tori Sopp. Lane 8, representing Stockport Metro, Emma Rawson. And in lane 9, representing East Kilbride, Nikki Miller. This is the women's 17-18 years 200 metres butterfly final. Fly. Ask some swimmers, and this is the hardest one. 200 metres of butterfly. It'll be hard to do this. But these ladies are tough. There we go. Start being 5 here. McInnes, in fact, turns dead level with Anderson. Midlothian, the Alex swimmer. McInnes and Anderson turning in first, 29.65. In third then was Hubbard of Birmingham. Outside of her by one lane to the right now is Tori Sopp. She was in fourth on 29.88. The other side of the pool is Taylor of Hart Midlothian, who struggled with the pace early doors, but how will she fare in the second 50 of this one? It's quite level through the middle on this near side though. Spinley has had an excellent second 50. She turned in 6th at the first 50. And there's that medicine ball again. It's back. Second, Callum McInnes. Now starting to turn the screw is in 5, McInnes. The stroke rate much better. Then Spinley, who drops back down to 5th. So as they start to head to home then, McInnes has it from Sloshan. She pretty much has it here, but the battle for second's on, Jonathan.
It certainly is, and it's a 4-way shootout in order to get second spot. A couple of them are going to miss out on the medal altogether here. It's going to be fascinating to see which two it will be. It looks like in lane 4, Kira Ross from the City Lead is doing enough to get one hand on the silver right now. 2 hands for Kiana McInnes then on the gold. 2:10.49. Who's going to grab second? It is Slosson and then Sopp for third. Really close towards the end between those 4, coming in behind the leader. Super stuff from the top 3, and Tori Sopp there completing that 3 gets a PB as well. McInnes with gold then, Slosson silver. Sopp with that PB, getting bronze.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the women's 19 years and over 200 meters butterfly final. Lane 0, representing Swansea Aquatics, Abigail Burr. Lane 1, representing Loughborough University, Amelia Kleins. Lane 2, representing City of Manchester Aquatics, Emma Day. Lane 3, representing Edinburgh University, Tame Bruce. Lane 4, representing Plymouth Leander, Laura Stevens. Lane 5, representing City of Sheffield, Isabel Grant. Lane 6, representing City of Leeds, Ruth McEwen. Lane 7, representing Ealing, Lucy Thornton. Lane 8, representing City of Sheffield, Melanie Hall. And in lane 9, representing Loughborough University, Kate Mills. This is the women's 19 years and over 200 meters butterfly final.
So a really successful week so far for Laura Stevens of Plymouth Leander, going in lane 4 this morning. She was almost 4 seconds off her PB, but still managed to qualify comfortably as the quickest C going into this final. It's a couple of medals already around her neck, 2 of them gold, 400 IM, and of course the 50 fly as well. She got bronze in the 100 metre backstroke. Well, she fared. And this 200 metre butterfly, well, it's been a decent start from her. In fact, you have to say, most of the swimmers going from lane 0-2, Laura Stevens is lane in lane 4, have got off to an ideal start. Certainly one that will ask a couple of questions of other rivals, the likes of Izzy Grant in lane 5, who's situated in second right now, in borderline third, Ruth McEwen in lane 6 for City of Leeds. The 3 on the far side need to put the pace a wee bit in order to join those who are storming away with things at the halfway point. The turn first made then by Laura Stevens. 102.5 is the split. Just under a second ahead of Izzy Grant. They seem to be really coming on stronger on that second set of 50. Can she continue that with some momentum here on this third set? She looks as if she's breaking away from those behind her, but in lane 6, third, Ruth McEwen. She's now beginning to separate herself from the 4 swimmers on the near side I outlined earlier on. As possibly being competitive, Ruth McEwen, though, is taking things into her own hands, and she is third, possibly making this just the 3 at the front, going for those medals and consolidating them, because that's what it looks like right now. A clear separation between Stevens in first, Grant in second, and McEwen in third. The gap between third and fourth is just over a second, 1.25. So something's really going to have to be special here from Emma Day, the nearest rival in lane 2 for City of Manchester Aquatics, to knock on the door of Ruth McEwen, but she's doing that with great pleasure as well. 25 minutes to go, and that will be a very even, straight battle between McEwen and Day for the bronze. But at the front, here we go with Laura Stevens. It's a hat-trick of British Championships goals for her. Silver for Grant, and coming in third, just about, Ruth McEwen of City of Leeds, to the delight of those in blue and yellow on the far side. And double good news as well for Ruth McEwen, not just getting the bronze there, but a new PB as well. A big well done to her. Izzy Grant in second, with Plymouth Leander's Laura Stevens once again takes the spotlight.
Keep the tweets coming. Good luck, Harvey Freeman. Smashing swim so far. Let's do another amazing swim. That's from Jess. Hashtag Summer Champs 18. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event, the men's 13-14 years, 100 meters freestyle final. In lane 0, representing Chester Street, Thomas English. Lane 1, representing City of Liverpool, Ellis Cleworth. Lane 2, representing Solihull, Deed Ahmed. Lane 3, representing Devonport, Aidan Simmons-Brown. Lane 4, representing Davencio, Jacob Whittle. Lane 5, representing Guildford, it's Joshua Shaw. Lane 6, representing City of Liverpool, Tyrese Smith. Lane 7, representing Millfield, Calvin Fry. Lane 8, representing Corby, Archie Evans. And in lane 9, representing Sevenoaks, Louis Hayes. This is the men's 13-14 years, 100 metres freestyle final.
Away we go then, the first of the 5 men's 100 metre freestyle final, starting on the youngest of course, the 13 to 16-year-old category. Quickest of the moment, Jacob Whittle eventuates to be in the decision making harder for Pagano. 53.5 very good breathing in the ET. Either side of the leg, this is lane 5, Joshua Shaw with the season's best also at 54.79. Some really good personal swims from all of the pool this morning, but Whittle can go quicker and he's going to have to maybe to get the gold medal here. He's halfway around his name, he's only got around a half body length lead ahead of the man in lane 5, Joshua Shaw. That's going to be close. Coming up on the left hand side as well as Aidan Simmons-Brown in lane 3, but down the middle, Whittle will get it. Whittle touches in 53.67, second for Shaw, third for Simmons-Brown. .53.67 was super stuff there from Jacob Whittle. We believe as well that is a new British record from Jacob Whittle. We'll get ratification of it, but superb stuff from him in the 13-year age group. So a big well done to Jacob Whittle.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event, the men's 15 years, 100 metres freestyle final. Lane 0, representing Romford Town, Daniel Genkas. Lane 1, representing Barnet Copthall, Archie Price. Lane 2, representing Worcester, William Geary. Lane 3, representing City of Milton Keynes, Jamie Hans. Lane 4, representing Northampton, Edward Mildred. Lane 5, representing Skipton, Ned Sharp. Lane 6, representing Bishop Stortford, Henry Baker. Lane 7, representing Newcastle, Callum Atkinson. Lane 8, representing Bromley, Thomas Woolley. And in lane 9, representing Mount Kelly, Douglas Kelly. This is the men's 15 years, 100 metres freestyle final. Just clarifying that record a couple of moments ago. Great record in the morning swim as well, so I was just trying to figure out which one was to now stand. Certainly a day where he has broken an age record. We all be on the Twitter feed for British Swimming, at British Swimming. You can follow the muses of Dan McDermott, who's in control of the social media this evening for British Swimming. He'll give you all the information. Does a good job, does Dan. Down they come. It's very much one man in control of this. And at the wall, 52.03 from Edward Mildred. quicker than he went earlier on, 52.67. So Mildred from Sharp from Hans. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event, the men's 16 years, 100 metres freestyle final. Lane 0, representing the City of Cardiff, Cameron Clark. Lane 1, representing Chelsea and Westminster, Alex Rawson. Lane 2, representing City of Leicester, William Bell. Lane 3, representing Plymouth Leander, Reed Jones. Lane 4, representing Royal Wolverhampton School, Matthew Richards. Lane 5, representing Millfield, Hugh Williams. Lane 6, representing City of Cardiff, Johan Evans. Lane 7, representing Royal Wolverhampton School, Thomas Watkin. Lane 8, representing Guildford, Luke Pullen. And lane 9, representing City of Cambridge, Jake Moxham. This is the men's 16 years, 100 metres freestyle final. There's a lot of different lessons to be learned in swimming. Sometimes scheduling is one of those. William Bell, not long done the 1500, and here he is doing the 100. So there you go. There's a lesson in scheduling today. And he's back in the water already. He's alongside some very good swimmers in this 100-metre race. He's got turning here in 4, Matthew Richards, Royal Wolverhampton School, 24.56. Second, Reed Jones, 24.88. Third position there would be Hugh Williams, who broke Mark Foster's aging Millfield School record. And he's being encouraged once again. Can he go even quicker? To the wall, and Richards takes it 50.57. Personal best for Richards. 51.68 from Hugh Williams. It's another personal best, and that school record gets faster. And we think he's not far outside the British age record with that as well. Richards, Williams, Jones. We'll move on in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the men's 17-18 years, 100 metres freestyle final. Lane 0, representing Hatfield, Luke Turley. Lane 1, representing Ellesmere College Titans, Adam Metcalf. Lane 2, representing Mount Kelly, Sam Daly. Lane 3, representing Warren DeBard, Archie Goodburn. Lane 4, representing Hatfield, Harry Constantine. Lane 5, representing Havant and Waterlooville, Joseph Page. Lane 6, representing City of Glasgow, Joe Watt. Lane 7, representing City of Leeds, Miles Sturck. Lane 8, representing City of Leicester, Lewis Kerrod. And in lane 9, representing Aberdeen, Harry Stacey. This is the men's 17-18 years, 100 metres freestyle final.
fantastic so far. And when they continue, we'll see what it is. They've got the ball there. I'm really confident they will do. Harry Constantine, Hatfield going in and then 4. We can earlier on today of 50.2. Other PBs though, Jordan Page, 51.48. Also Joe Watt, 52.08. So it's quite a lot of swimmers coming into this in good form, but Harry Constantine is well and truly ahead of everyone right now. Just in second spot, Joseph Page, and if anyone trying to make a burst towards third, there's around 4 in contention for that. Maybe if you're on the far side as well, Harry Stacey, but down the middle for gold, it's Harry Constantine. 49.99. That is red hot stuff from the Hatfield man. Eight tenths outside the age group British record. Well, that is super stuff from Harry Constantine of Hatfield. They'll be delighted with that, will the Pink Army. Page in second, Goodburn third.
Great feeling there, dipping inside 50 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the men's 19 years and over, 100 metres freestyle final. Lane 0, representing Millfield, Louis Barker. Lane 1, representing Stockport Metro, Kyle Chisholm. Lane 2, representing Loughborough University, Samuel Irvine. Lane 3, representing University of Stirling, Martin Walton. Lane 4, representing Edinburgh University, Jack Thorpe. Lane 5, representing Loughborough University, Alex Ray. Lane 6, representing Swansea Aquatics, Daniel Jones. Lane 7, representing Loughborough University, Alexander Bowen. Lane 8, representing City of Salford, Lewis Clough. And in Lane 9, representing Millfield, Thomas Kingham. This is the men's 19 years and over, 100 metres freestyle final. Come then, and chance here to take the 19 years and over British Summer Champs title. Millfield's attack comes from both sides in 9 and 0, through the middle, couple for Loughborough. We've got 2, 5 and 7. He's one of those Loughborough swimmers that leads at halfway, 23.81 then. Head back down they come, Alex Ray in second and the other Loughborough swimmer in third, so they're in a dominant position at 50. Can they hang on for the Loughborough hat-trick? 15 to go, this is going to be oh so tight. 10 more metres coming through the middle, Ray and Thorpe, what a battle this is to take the title here at Ponds Forge. At the touch it goes in 4, Jack Thorpe of Edinburgh University in first position, takes it from Ray and Irvine. Thorpe in 50.17, Ray 50.26, Irvine and Loughborough as well, 50.41. Good race. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the women's multi-classification 100 metres breaststroke final. In lane 2, representing Littlehampton, Georgia Howell. Lane 3, representing Basildon and Phoenix, Danielle Hartin. In lane 4, representing Hatfield, Louise Fitz. Lane 5, representing Worcester, Rebecca Redfern. And in lane 6, representing Barking and Dagenham, Brock Whiston. This is the women's multi-classification 100 meters breaststroke final. European Championships taking place in the not too distant future, 20 odd days. We'll all be in Dublin, and we'll all be cheering on the best of British para swimming. A lot of the para GB coaching staff are all just in front of me. They always seem to loiter around that position. They're good for a spot of advice, to be fair. Chris Ferber and his team have been doing an excellent job in the last few years, and Britain have been winning medal after medal, it would seem. Here in 4, Fitz of Hatfield in control. Just 2 S14 swimmers in this, Fitz and Hartin, who are in 4 and 3. So Fitz is easily going to win the race of the S14 swimmers. Redfern, who is an SB13 swimmer, the B in this denoting the word breaststroke. And at the touch, 912 points for Fitz. Good swim, 1:14.88. Second position. That leaves Fitz though, because Brock Whiston, who is the SB9 swimmer in this one, has come in 1:16.02. That's 914 points. Now, the SB9 record that we have on file here says 1:17.13. So that's inside the British para-swimming record for an SB9 swimmer. We'll have to get that ratified a little bit later on, but that's what we've got on paper. And why would we disbelieve that? But like I say, subject to ratification, but a good swim nonetheless. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the men's multi-classification 100 meters breaststroke final. In lane 0, representing Pembrokeshire County Swimming Club, Rhys Davies. Lane 1, representing Newquay, Cameron Vincombe. Lane 2, representing Tigers of Jersey, Sol Bressett. Lane 3, representing Rotherham Metro, Joseph Siege. Lane 4, representing City of Glasgow, Gavin Roberts. Lane 5, representing Dundee City Aquatics, Jack Milne. Lane 6, representing Wickham District, Tyler Yanu. Lane 7, representing Claysmore, George Kelman-Johns. Lane 8, representing Kingston upon Hull, Liam Spence. And in lane 9, representing Wirral Metro, Matthew Harding. This is the men's multi-classification 100 meters breaststroke final. try and bring you the times as we move along here. We've got a little system issue. So scoreboard currently still showing the women's event. We have indeed moved on to the men's event. So got a bit of old school commentary here. Got to do it by eye. Let's see how we go. Here in lane 4, it's quite obvious that Gavin Roberts is leading here for the city of Glasgow. He takes the touch in first position. In 6, following him is Ianu. Milne was then in 3rd position. That was the top 3, going well in lane number 3. Joseph Sage as well. And the scoreboard is back. It's like Christmas all over. Roberts led on 32.15. Second, Ianu, 33.69. Third was Milne on 33.97. And it was Joseph Sage indeed. Still going strongly. Ianu is one of our S14 swimmers, and all S14 barring Matthew Harding on the far side. So he will affect the scores a little bit later on, but here towards attacks, the battle is on, and it goes in 6. Ianu, 110.91. British record is a 106 in this classification, so needed to go a little bit stronger than that. Now, Matthew Harding, the only SB5 swimmer in this one. James O'Shea holds the record for this. I think that was done in Berlin in June of 2012. I'm trying to use my actual memory here. 137.42, and at the wall, Harding comes in 146.99. So points-wise, easy to do this one. 110.91 from Ianu means that he will be the winner of this race. So again, if that's the last time we see some of these para swimmers and they're heading off to Ireland, good luck to them at those European Championships. Just quickly, ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause for all of our volunteers and officials for giving us their time? Thank you very much to all of them. Superb people they are. Can't do it without them. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the women's 13 to 14 years, 50 metres freestyle final. Lane 0 representing Borough Waltham. Correction, Lane 0 representing Natari West London, Clara Van Oppel. Lane 1 representing Darlington, Harriet Rogers. Lane 2 representing Chesterfield, Amber Downham. Lane 3 representing City of Manchester Aquatics, Jessica Smith. Lane 4 representing Bromley, Tamarin Van Selm. Lane 5 representing City of Manchester Aquatics, Chiara Tomasello. Lane 6 representing Chelmsford, Erin Little. Lane 7 representing Colchester, Sophie Freeman. Lane 8 representing City of Cardiff, Rebecca de Torres. And in Lane 9 representing Borough Waltham Forest, Emily Eiley. This is the women's 13-14 years, 50 metres freestyle final. Smashing dash. As I first heard it called, and pretty much we always call, I suppose, because it is just that. The master of this so far in 4 is Tamarin Van Selm, but she's got competition from lane 5, but it looks as if it will be Tamarin Van Selm, 26-27. So Van Selm from Tomasello from de Torres. For international sounding top 3, isn't it? Here at the British Summer Championships. Bromley, City of Manchester Aquatics, City of Cardiff. Got some good swimmers here at young ages. 26-27 takes it. and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the women's 15 years, 50 meters freestyle final. Lane 0, representing Hatfield, Jessica Woodward. Lane 1, representing City of Oxford, Sophia Silla. Lane 2, representing Warren Debate Club, Katie Goodburn. Lane 3, representing Nataria West London, Caroline Lewitt. Lane 4, representing Anaconda, Elena Dewhurst. Lane 5, representing Tadcaster, Clementine Lovell. Lane 6, representing Northampton, Betsy Wizard. Lane 7, representing Plymouth Leander, Honey Osrin. Lane 8, representing Aberdeen, Rosie Morgan. And in lane 9, representing Leatherhead, Kirsty Flynn. This is the women's 15 years, 50 meters freestyle final.
So when we go Elena Dewhurst this morning, Anaconda, London's qualified 26.5. That's still 1.3 seconds off of her PB, and that maybe something required in the locker here. She's looking to pull away as well from those in the middle of the pack. It was a good start as well last minute in lane 8 for Rosie Morgan of Aberdeen, but is it enough for first? I don't think so, because Elena Dewhurst seems to have too much for everybody else in the pool right now. Coming up towards the wall she comes, and she's done it. Dewhurst first, 26.35. Caroline Lewitt second. Nataria West London getting a silver. And Honey Osrin of Plymouth Leander managing to anchor the top three and get bronze.
Those tweets coming, by the way, hashtag SummerChamps18. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event, the women's 16 years, 50 meters freestyle final. In lane 0, representing the Royal Wolverhampton School, Alicia Dingle. In lane 1, representing Camden Swiss Cottage, Anna Padurgio. Lane 2, representing City of Newport, Megan Allison. Lane 3, representing Dunmow, Rebecca Watt. Lane 4, representing City of Derby, Sophie Yendel. Lane 5, representing Mount Kelly, Macy Lawrence. Lane 6, representing Nofrio, Elena Morgan. Lane 7, representing Team Ipswich, Mia Maspers. Lane 8, representing Bromley, Imogen Mears. And in lane 9, representing Leamington, Molly Quelch. This is the women's 16 years, 50 meters freestyle final.
Over the course of 50 metres yesterday with the butterfly title here in Ponsford, getting off to a good start here as well. Also impressive stuff in lane 5, as you'd expect from Macy Lawrence of Mount Kelly. Lane 8 again proving to be a bit of a nice lane on the outside there. Jameers this time holding that lane. Will she get the bronze? There's a couple coming up through, but Yendel has done it for first. 25.85 is the winning time. 0.4 of a second, the separation between first and second. Macy Lawrence getting silver then. Rebecca Watt in third.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the women's 17-18 years, 50 metres freestyle final. In lane 0, representing Preston, Emily Peck. Lane 1, representing St Thomas, Sophie Smith. Lane 2, representing Woking, Anna Main. Lane 3, representing Guildford, Alicia Wilson. Lane 4, representing Team Bath, Laura McNabb. Lane 5, representing Bishop Stortford, Helena Phillip. Lane 6, representing City of Sheffield, Kate Clifton. Lane 7, representing Poole, Jasmine McRae. Lane 8, representing Wickham District, Jemima Hall. And in lane 9, representing Thanet Swim, Maisie McCartney. This is the women's 17-18 years, 50 metres freestyle final.
Away we go, but quite an even start being made here. Probably the best of them in lane 3 coming from Alicia Wilson of Guildford City. Quite a few of her teammates and coaches on the far side urging her on. She's part of a rounder, a line of 5 spanning from lane 3 all the way over to 7 there, who are battling their way, every single bit of it towards the wall. Who's going to get the first touch? The Guildford Roars tell you that it is Alicia Wilson that's done it. The top 3 all getting 3 PBs, a PB each between them there, the top 3, all under 26 seconds. And McNabb as well, finishing in 4th. Really tight between the 5 crashing in towards the wall.
It was really good actually. Phillip, who came in 5th position, equalled her personal best as well. So top 5 there, bettering or equaling their own personal best. Great stuff. Key tweets coming, loads of stuff for Laura McNabb in that one. Tracy Attenborough was watching on. I knew a woman called Tracy Attenborough. Grew up near her. Don't think it's the same one, but there you go. Keep those tweets coming in. Lou says, good luck from proud mum and dad and your brother Joe to Nathan Wells in the 19 years 400 IM final. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the women's 19 years and over 50 metres freestyle final. Lane 0, representing Loughborough University, Molly Allen. Lane 1, representing Loughborough University, Amy Grant. Lane 2, representing Edinburgh University, Rachel Louise Masson. Lane 3, representing Loughborough University, Emily Crane. Lane 4, representing Loughborough University, Emily Barclay. Lane 5, representing Thanet Swim, Katie Latham. Lane 6, representing City of Birmingham, Zoe Bozzard Hill. Lane 7, representing Woking, Hannah Burville. Lane 8, representing City of Glasgow, Emily Horn. And in lane 9, representing Hatfield, Amy Godsave. This is the women's 19 years and over 50 metres freestyle final.
So the 5 university teams that are involved in this, of course, 4 of them coming from Loughborough. Emily Barclay, the quickest on them this morning with a PB of 25.04, which was only 1 of 2 in the pool here to get a PB from this morning's heat. But there she goes, making it look oh so simple with 24.94, and she's bettered that PB by another 1/10 of a second. Confirmation then, Emily Crane in second, so a Loughborough 1-2 and Emily 1-2. Katie Latham in third for Thanet Swim on 25.87. But that is super stuff from Emily Barclay, winning that by 9/10 of a second in a PB also.
Those tweets coming in. Paul Yendall says, wow, Sophie smashed it. Great swim and a gold and a PB. Brilliant swim for Sophie Yendall. From Paul Yendall, keep your tweets are coming. Hashtag Summer Champs 18. Don't forget, if you're joining us tomorrow, your opportunity from the very start of the session tomorrow morning to win yourself a brand new Tier Alliance backpack. And they are huge. Just ask Nadine. Okay, we're going downstairs in a matter of moments because for the first time tonight, Stephen Jameson has got himself an interviewee. Who might that interview be? Stephen.
Thank you very much, Alan. Yeah, joined by a very out-of-breath Emily Barclay. First of all, first time under 25 seconds. That must feel incredible.
Yeah, it was amazing. So I've been really working on gym and stuff this season, so I'm super happy to get that touch on under 25 for the first time.
And we saw you swim here at the Winter, swim really, really well in a very good field. Does it fill you with a little bit of confidence coming back after some more hard training to put in a performance like that?
Yeah, I'm really happy. So to be the first person to go under 25 this season is really good, and I'm happy for next year. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, yeah, it must fill you with so much confidence. What's the next goal for you now you've achieved that one?
Maybe 24 mid, work on the back end of the 50, so that'd be really good.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our gold medalist, Emily Barclay.
Thank you very much to Stephen. Now, if there's a hotel in the vicinity that is missing a bed sheet, that's because somebody from Guildford has stolen it and written all over it. It says, "Go Guildford." Great big bed sheet being unveiled over on the other side. Those people in that hotel looking around, sure there was a bed sheet here somewhere. It's here. It's right here. And it says, "Go Guildford." It's being displayed and ready for the next race. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the men's 13 to 14 years, 400 metres individual medley final. Lane 0 representing Wickham District, Samuel Tucker. Lane 1 representing City of Leicester, Daniel Kennedy. Lane 2 representing Wickham District, Jan Poulton. Lane 3 representing Northampton, Harvey Freeman. Lane 4 representing Ellesmere College Titans, George Smith. Lane 5 representing Shiverers, Elijah Kendrick. Lane 6 representing Tigers of Jersey, Isaac Dodds. Lane 7 representing Tigers of Jersey, Thomas Defanes. Lane 8 representing City of Sheffield, Matthew Woodhall. And in Lane 9 representing Team Ipswich, Joe Cooper. This is the men's 13-14 years, 400 metres individual medley final.
Wickham District. Actually, before the other day, he's got the brightest red trainers I've ever seen in my life. Samuel Tucker. Not so flashy a cap, it has to be said, but then again, you have to go by team colours, don't you?
You've been out of so.
Just to agree, also, Also, Isaac Dodds of Tiger Jersey has been a decent turn there as well, halfway point off the fly. And Elijah Kendrick doing well in Shiverers. He didn't have to the greatest start with a dive into the pool. He's probably the only one not part of that flat line at the start. Now he's managed to claw that around. Otherwise, he may have been if he continued to have been in that first position. the end of the flight is Tucker from Dodds. And then Kendrick indeed is the man in third position. A bit of jostling around in the rest of the pack from that turn around 50 metres ago. Harvey Freeman now in fourth spot, and Jan Poulton also up there as well. But of course things changing all the time per discipline, doing a different stroke. And the backstroke with his Dodds, who's grabbing this by the scruff of the neck.
8 years ago, when I first got here into the world of swimming, this is one of the things I fell in love with, the difference of an IM race, whether it be the 200 or the 400, just the change of the lead, certainly at these age groups as well, the difference of the strengths, some of the kids great at 2, maybe 3, some of them struggle with all 4 in the changes of the lead. And the emotions that will go through some of these kids who perhaps know they'll have led for large parts, but perhaps they don't have the best sprint finish. Well, it's all about having the package. You only need to look at some of the world stars to know that. Coming in here in lane 2, Poulton, Wickham District, has had the best of the backstroke. Howley Fair from here on in.
Well, 2 strong backstrokers there at the front there, with Poulton and also with Dodds as well. Dodds in particular getting third already this week in the 100 metre backstroke, and putting that experience to good use in the pool as well. So Tucker starting well. And most of the 200 that fly over this year originals. They get off to a good start on the fly, but maybe would have liked with 100 of that to really assert some dominance, because now it's beginning to dwindle as some of the other swimmers inside of it are beginning to find their feet and their rhythm with these strokes. Isaac Dodds, the lead back into his favour. And Freeman of Northampton there getting the chance to his right-hand side, and George Smith celebrated his 14th birthday yesterday. Life himself right up towards the top end of this one as well. Interesting to see if Harvey Freeman can hold on to this, because earlier on this week he got third in the 100 metre breaststroke. So he's talented in the course of that 100 metres, and he's had to use this span as well to get in front and consolidate some sort of advantage that he can really work on when it comes to the freestyle, because this is going to be really difficult for him to hold on here. Harvey Freeman earlier on today getting the PB of 4:47.84, and he's been encouraged by that, but maybe not when he then looked at what George Smith got, which was 2.5 seconds quicker, and his PB as well. So those two are really on hot form right now. You could throw Elijah Kendrick into that as well, but he is quite far back in order to turn this one around, and I doubt he'll be able to do it. However, he will be trying to get the one towards his left-hand side, lane 6, Isaac Dodds, who's been up there right from the start. Also Jan Poulton as well, trying to recover this. But the emergence of George Smith may have taken a couple of the swimmers by surprise, as it'll be him and Harvey Freeman at the turn, first and second, going towards home.
Kendrick's been in some finals this week, certainly want to look out for the 13 and 14 years. How will he develop? How does this develop here? In 4, George Smith of Ellesmere turned on 4:09.77. Look how tight it was at the turn. Harvey Freeman was only on 4:09.96. But turn and go, George Smith certainly has. He is kicking ferociously into the final 10 minutes. Look at the battle for second here. Freeman and Poulton, and also on the far side, Dodds is involved. But it's gold for Smith. 4:40.93. Great finish for Poulton, 4:43.08. And well, according to the scoreboard, Isaac Dodds edging out Freeman for third. So Smith gets 5 seconds as a personal best in this one. And Poulton gets a PB as well. So too does Dodds. Some happy coaches and swimmers. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the men's 15 years, 400 metres individual medley final. In lane 0, representing Teddington, Edward Hunt. Lane 1, representing Nova Centurion, Joseph Kingsland. Lane 2, representing City of Sheffield, Ruben Vizda. Lane 3, representing Northampton, Edward Mildred. Lane 4, representing Cockermouth, Piers Greening. Lane 5, representing Warren Dubac Club, Angus Allison. Lane 6, representing Millfield, William Ellington. Lane 7, representing City of Oxford, Billy Watton. Lane 8, representing Northampton, Joshua Vance. And in lane 9, representing York City, Jason Robson. This is the men's 15 years, 400 metres, individual medley final. Metres here for Edward Mildred of Northampton. Going well with him to his right is Ruben Vizda of Sheffield. So a good start on the far side by Jason Robson, another that's appeared in a fair few finals already in the course of these championships. We'll only be halfway through, of course, when we get finished tonight. It is though Mildred that leads. Fastest qualifiers are in the back here, 4 and 5. But there's length of time. At the turn then in 3, Mildred 59.95. The only one inside 60 seconds then. Vista Sheffield 101.78. Third position then on the far side was Jason Robson of York City. Those orange caps of York. We'll show a couple of times with Robson. Now Vista in the home cap of the red. And once again, quite a lot of the City of Sheffield swimmers hanging around the balcony area, cheering on this youngster and hoping he can come up with something good. Now in the middle, Allison and Greening. 4:40.96 to qualify in 5 for Angus Allison earlier on. Piers Greening of Cockermouth went 4:40.24. That was a PB. No, this is all about Mildred. Part and done very well in the 400 free and the 200 fly. Taking goals in both of those, so he's got the strength. Is the IM another for him? Mildred's all over this.
Certainly is, and Faye's hoping for a similar performance in the next final from superstar cousin Zacharias Beekman. Big cheers from her and Jacob, not a problem. Rachel saying amazing swim earlier today from Alessia Wilson, the 50-metre freestyle British champion and role model to all Guildford City swimmers. And also not so fat Mark. So Sophie Yendall, fantastic still 26 performance from Yendall. Take a bow, young lady, smashed it, of course, the City of Derby swimmer. Hashtag Some Champs 18, keep those coming in, and I hope there's a bit of reaction here from Mildred of Northampton because he's had a good week so far. He just likes his long distance swimming. Anything over 200, he's all over it. Here he is again, producing a similar sort of performance, but surely and steadily in lane 5, and Miss Allison of Warrington is beginning to progress and become a little bit of a threat. In they go then, to the final 100. Mason Robson still keeping alive in third position on the far side in lane 9, but a really determined and spirited go from Pierce Greening in lane 4 from Cockermouth. Maybe a late revival here to rescue a medal. The same has to be said as well in lane 7 for Billy Wootton as well of City of Oxford. Is there any other movement going off in that bout as well for bronze? Maybe he could throw William Ellington and Millfield into that. Millfield do know how to turn things around, don't they, going into the latter stages of races. But we go towards the front now, and the gold medal is all over Edward Mildred. 25 metres to go. Behind him, we were mentioning possibly Agnes Allison plotting a move further forwards, but Pierce Greening is propelling at great rate. Maybe it's too little, too late. We'll have to wait and find out. Emergency in lane 0 from Edward Hudson Teddington, but I think he'll be outside the bronze medal position. Your front three as they are now should be the three as they come in. Mildred first, 4:33.7, a huge PB for him by over 5 seconds. Second for Allison and a PB for him as well. And Greening makes it a hat-trick with the bronze and a PB to boot. Very successful stuff for our podium finishers in that final.
Just what it's all about, isn't it? Mildred, Allison, Greening, all getting themselves personal best. A little medal as well from the British Summer Championships for their age group. But it's progress being made. The coaches will be delighted. Tweets coming in as well. Hashtag Summer Champs 18. Best looks my superstar cousin Zachariah, said Faye. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the men's 16 years 400 metres individual medley final. In lane 0, representing Paul Oliver Fairman. Lane 1, representing City of Cardiff, Theo Sava. Lane 2, representing Staines, Ross Philp. Lane 3, representing City of Birmingham, Jacob Davies. Lane 4, representing Ellesmere College Titans, Charlie Hutchison. Lane 5, representing Northampton, Jackson O'Rourke. Lane 6, representing Notfield, Zachariah Speakman. Lane 7, representing City of Oxford, Kenji McDade. Lane 8, representing Thomas Beamer, City of Leicester, Thomas Beamer. Lane 9, representing City of Peterborough, Herbie Kinder. This is the men's 16 years, 400 metres individual medley final.
Just hold the 30-year-old British record. Anything above that, though, is boasted by Matthew Johnson. And that, of course, stands at the 16-year record as well, currently, of 4:16.53. So there'll need to be remarkable improvement from Charlie Hutchison in order for him to get that. And, of course, that's just presuming he's actually going to win this race. We've got a long, long way to go. It's been a good start on the fly, but we know he's good at that. He got the gold earlier on this week in the 200 fly. And also on his back, he's pretty strong as well, finishing second in the 100-metre backstroke. So the first half of this race, Hutchison should be well clear. But then he'll be down to those, the rest of the lineup, to challenge that and make sure it's not all going the Ellesmere College man's way. Let's have a look at some of the other contenders. We'll start on the far side. Herbie Kinder doing a very good job. The City of Peterborough right now ticking along nicely, fourth at the end of that first 100 metres. And also in lane 3 as well, Jacob Davies of City of Birmingham, who's a noticeable, prominent part of this race. Oliver Fairman in pole, as ever, well supported on the near side. And he's certainly going at a speed, but if he is to look back on this, he'll be happy in the early stages, particularly when you're starting on the outside. Can go quicker himself, 4:47.18 that he got this morning. Doesn't do him justice when you consider the personal best he got earlier on in the season of 4:42.01. If he got that sort of time, he'd actually be in contention for a top 3 position. Likewise with Herbie Kinder as well. So 2 on the outside here could be real dark horses to watch based on their performances earlier on in the season, rather than the times they achieved in the heat setting on today to get them seated where they are right now. Lane 3, Jacob Davies, though, is looking pretty impressive in second spot. PB early for him, 4:39.56. One of a total of 6 swimmers in the pool here, managing to get a personal best. Tio Sarvik in lane 1 with a season's best. A lot of these swimmers in the best form that they have ever been in coming in to tonight's final. Charlie Hutchison, not necessarily one of them, but you hope you can just turn it on like a light switch and he'll know that better than anyone. As he carries on progressing at a really good turn of pace coming towards what will be the final 100 metres as he gets closer and closer to the scoreboard end.
So this is a bit of a note for parents of 13 to 14 year age swimmers here at this event. Tomorrow, Swimming and Swimming are running an information session for the parents and guardians of swimmers competing here at these British Summer Champs who are aged 13 and 14 years. These talks will take place inside the Skyline Bar of Ponds Forge. That's upstairs, basically, tomorrow between 1 and 2. They will provide information about the talent pathway. It will be delivered within the 2018 to 2021 cycle. Places are quite limited, so please arrive nice and early, and they'll only be offered to the first come, first served basis. So if you're interested and you are a parent or guardian of 13 to 14 year age swimmer, get yourself there for that chat at the Skyline Bar between 1 and 2 tomorrow.
Well, the gold medal for this final, certainly first come, first serve. Charlie Hutchison, well aware of that already on the turn for home. This is an absolutely formidable display from the Ellesmere College Titans man. And he's got 2 just behind him, and they're going to be turning right now.
A correction, that talk is on Saturday between 1 and 2. So Saturday 1 and 2 in the Skyline Bar.
Charlie Hutchison then closing in. This is a remarkable performance from him. We've got an eye on the clock, we've got an eye on the record books. He's not going to break any records here, but he's not even going to break a personal best. But look how much he has won by 4:21.85. Goodness me, Charlie Hutchison. That is superb stuff, quite clearly. Our gold medal winner there. Look how tight it was for second and third. The roars are from those from the West Midlands. Jacob Davies getting 4:35.26, just 0.2 of a second behind was Jackson O'Rourke as well. Those two have pushed each other on there for some really good times, and both getting their second PBs of the day as well. So a big well done to Davies and O'Rourke, second and third respectively. Some other good times in there as well that I'm sure that personally will be reflected on with great fondness. But in terms of medals, Hutchison gold. In second spot was Davies, O'Rourke in third.
Just to reiterate, that parents' talk for parents and guardians of swimmers who are aged 13 and 14 years. It's about the talent pathway that will be delivered within 2018 to 2021 cycle. If you're interested in that, it'll take place in the Skyline Bar. It's held by Swim England swimming team, and it's between 1 and 2 on Saturday. To confirm,
a lot of excitement building for the relays coming at the back end of the night as well. Summer Champs 18, tweet from Lucy saying, let's go City of Birmingham girls in the 4x200 relay. I'm sure we'll be getting quite a few more of those tweets as we get closer and closer to that.
ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes of the men's 17-18 years 400 metres individual medley final. In lane 0, representing Team Warren DeBath Club, Fraser Allison. Lane 1, representing Nova Centurion, Joshua Harris. Lane 2, representing Ellesmere College Titans, Joel Thompson. In lane 3, representing Tigers of Jersey, Robbie Jones. In lane 4, representing Hatfield, Nathan Hughes. Lane 5, representing Millfield, Jacob Goodman. In lane 6, representing City of Salford, Marcus Day. In lane 7, representing Chelsea and Westminster, Christy Moon. Lane 8, representing Newcastle, Adam Wilson. And in lane 9, representing Derwentide, Oliver O'Halloran. This is the men's 17-18 years, 400 metres, individual medley final.
Doing that now, Nathan Hughes' mind and body is feeling right now, of course, for the bossing that 8th and final heat of the men's 1500 metre freestyle. Into this event after a Super's best earlier of 4:26.71, but of course that was before he's from that race. So we'll wait and see how he undergoes the next 400 metres. We've already had the first 50 of them, and it's Jacob Goodman next to him of Millfield who currently leads the way. Robbie Jones also ahead of Hughes right now, the Tigers jersey swimmer. In the early days, of course, and this is coming up towards the back end of the butterfly leg. Nathan Hughes PB actually 4:20.59, which on paper reads at least 11 seconds better than that of the nearest rival. It was Jacob Goodman, and that PB came for him this morning, so you could argue that those two swimmers attacking this final at two different ends of the spectrum. Could soon be made out by Robbie Jones, Tigers jersey. One of the younger ones in the pool here. So of course it's a 17-18 year category, but that's based on the age of each of these swimmers at the end of the calendar year. So Robbie Jones in lane 3, still yet to turn 17 this year, same with Adam Wilson as well in lane 8. And right at the front, Jones, Goodman and Hughes, as you were at the start, and there's still a couple that are ticking around close by. Marcus Day, City of Salford, remember his heat being very impressive this morning as well. Yielded a season's best of 4:34.25. He really sprang up late in that. And at the moment, he's just keeping quietly in the middle of the field before launching what you imagine would be a vicious attack into the final 200 metres. We'll wait and find out. We're coming towards the halfway point now. Goodman's got quite a buffer.
Goodman's turn here in 2:07.99, second 2:09.43 from Robbie Jones of Tigers. Third position is then Marcus Day of City of Salford as well. So that's the top 3. 4 is on the near side in lane 1. Joshua Harris had a good backstroke. He's gone into the breaststroke leg here and will start to try and claw back. Talking of clawing back, Robbie Jones getting closer here to Goodman, it would seem. Coming strongly is Nathan Hughes as well. As he comes through the 15-metre red marker, Hughes has got them either side of him, and he's got them in his sights, and here comes Hughes. The pink cap from Hatfield starts to push towards the front of this one as they make this 50-metre turn in the breaststroke leg at the diving pit end, and it will be Hughes as they come up here just about in front. That's a great turn from Hughes as well. Some really good underwater work from him, and he pushes to the front here.
This is really good indeed from Nathan Hughes a couple of years ago here in Sheffield. He got there the same winter, 200 metre breaststroke gold medal over half the distance, so he's managed to make that count. And he has just come through the centre like a hot like free butter. We've got past Robbie Jones to his left and Jacob Goodman to his right. And he set himself up perfectly for the final 100 metres. But surely those around him will know that he could tie it. Based on, of course, just a couple of hours ago, he was swimming the grueling 1500 metres. So let's wait and see how Nathan Hughes gets on. One thing you have to say positively about that, at least he's had a lot of practice doing the freestyle. Behind him then, in second spot, Robbie Jones of Tigers jersey in lane 3, and still Jacob Goodman there for Millfield in lane 5. The arms begin to sway with even more urgency now as these swimmers look up, see their coaches urge them on towards the wall for what will be the final turn that is now being made by Nathan Hughes in lane 4. It's a very very sizable buffer. He's gone over second right now, 3.26 to be exact, with Jacob Goodman still the one in second. And it's a tug of war between him and Robbie Jones right now for that silver medal. I don't think anyone's going to join them towards the top three and try and pinch away at least a bronze medal. And at the front, no one is taking away Nathan Hughes' gold medal. It's all in his control as he comes into the final 10 metres. There's an eye on the clock here. He's not going to get a new PB. He may not even beat his season's best from earlier. He does just 4:25.81, but he didn't really need to. He could coast towards the end as he got that gold medal. Jacob Goodman in second, then 4:28.64. He did well to pull away from Robbie Jones ultimately as he gets third. Well, you have to take your hat off to anyone that can swim as good a 1,500 metres as Nathan Hughes did a couple of hours ago, then come back in the exact same pool and win the 400-metre individual medley as well by quite a sizable gap, almost 3 seconds ahead of Goodman and Jones, who take silver and bronze respectively.
Good physical test, that indeed, for Nathan Hughes. Well done. Jacob Goodman, Robbie Jones in third, Dave Moon, Thompson, O'Halloran, Harris, Allison and Wilson, if you want to know. So we can go downstairs and speak to not only Stephen Jameson, but he's got an out-of-breath swimmer with him as well.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alan. With Nathan now. Nathan, what an incredible race. A season's best in the 400 IM, already a grueling event. This after winning the 1,500 metres in the same night. How on earth do you do that?
It's a lot of hard training and just like 10 sessions a week, just keep training, just don't think about it, just push through the pain.
Push through the pain. Could you feel that on your last 50 metres there? Could you feel all the lengths you'd done before?
Yeah, I was trying not to think about it and just keep going. That's it.
And I know you've always got a busy schedule. This must fill you with so much confidence now, not just for the rest of this week, but for the rest of the year as well.
Yeah, obviously going into the next year, I feel like I'm doing a lot better now, so excited.
Ladies and gentlemen, our marathon man of the evening. Give it up for Nathan Hughes.
Thank you very much to Stephen and an out-of-breath Nathan Hughes, and understandably so as well. Fiona says, come on, Paul. 200 freestyle relay, get out there and smash it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our final individual event of this evening, the men's 19 years and over 400 metres individual medley final. Lane 0, representing University of Stirling, Tony Joe, Trent Oliver. Lane 1, representing Loughborough University, Nathan Wells. Lane 2, representing Ealing, John Britton. Lane 3, representing Loughborough University, Fraser Minican. Lane 4, representing Bath, Jacob Greenhow. Lane 5, representing Loughborough, Joe Litchfield. Lane 6, representing University of Stirling, Callum Laurie. Lane 7, representing City of Sunderland, Zach Luff. Lane 8, representing City of Manchester Aquatics, Thomas Payne. Lane 9, representing Loughborough University, Rhys Ormond Cunningham. This is the men's 19 years and over 400 metres individual medley final.
Four by 200 metre freestyle events. The 14 to 16-year-old category first before the 17 years and over, and the anticipation is building. A couple of batters out already, and also on Twitter as well. People really looking forward to that, and it's a great way to end the night. We've got a bit of a way to go first.
Got the relays, stick around, give some support to those relay teams. But here, she boys Joe Litchfield out in first at the moment, but not by much. I saw that last one won by a distance. It's tight in the early stages. This is equally as much, 58.73, 58.97. In fact, Greenough and Minikin were on exactly the same time as they turned at 100.
How often do you see this in an individual medley where it's more or less going to form the formation of the pool right now, almost symmetrical, with those two down the centre leading the way? It will not look like this, I'm sure, in around 100 metres time. But aesthetically, enjoy it while you can. As the turn made equally there between Jacob Greenough and Joe Litchfield down the middle.
Arrowing themselves towards the scoreboard, rightly.
There's no one directly at the tip of it yet, and that's because Greenough and Litchfield are really at it at the moment, but no one is getting the upper hand. Both of them equally strong on the backstroke. But what will happen when it comes to the breast?
Zach Laffer's now complicating that pattern as he starts to come through into third position. Hopefully he's been reunited with his wallet, which was handed in to reception earlier on, so hopefully he's got that back as well, Zach.
Well, interesting as we get on to the flyweight Jacob Greenough. It's from the winter meet in December. To get the silver in the 200 breast. Of course, there's half the distance, but if you're strong at natural level, it's the discipline that's going to stand you in good stead. But the question here is Joe Litchfield, can he be just as strong on that? And this week he got the 200 fly silver medal. He's already gone though. He's going to make sure that on the breast he did not let Greenough get much room. Of course, we already know Joe Litchfield's sister here, of course. I'm sure the dog's back at home. She's still not wearing the goggles and the swimming costume, but supporting as well the Loughborough man, who currently has dropped into second position because Greenough has found his strength, he's found his rhythm as he comes into the back end here of the freestyle. He's laying the foundation for what could be a serious assault towards the gold medal. Also emerging in lane 6 as well, Callum Laurie of University of Stirling. He's just got the edge, it seems here, over Fraser Minikin. Those two are level for an awful long time, and I do think that it will be Laurie who will just touch in there with a 3 provisionally next to his name with 100 metres to go. But the turn already being made there by Jacob Greenough. The gap at the front, 1.39 seconds, and then go a couple of seconds further back in order to find the likes of Laurie in lane 6. Minikin in 3 as well. John Britton in lane 2 is a bit too far away, I think, in order to break down that barrier between him and the front 4. So the front 4 then going for those 3 medals as Joe Litchfield now really begins to retaliate and try and just claw back Jacob Greenough. He's got 50 minutes to go to do it. Greenough turning first. It's all to play for.
Greenough in 3:49.71, leading on from Litchfield. 3:50.41. That's the top 2, and here in 3 comes Minikin, who turned in third, but looks a little bit fresher than the 2 in front of him. Has he got enough water in front of him to catch back that lead that was opening up in front of him? Here comes Minikin. Greenough has been dispatched. Can he get towards Litchfield as well? Minikin and Litchfield will battle it out, but I think Litchfield's going to hold on. 4:19.14 for Joe Litchfield. Greenough swapped into third, but Minikin getting second on a 4:19.37. It's a personal best for Joe Litchfield by a margin. Over 7 seconds of a personal best for Joe Litchfield, according to what we've got down here. So good stuff from him. Minikin in second, 4:19.37. Jacob Greenough, 4:20.23. The next after that was Callum Laurie. It's also a personal best for Jacob Greenough as well. So as we said earlier, do stick around. We've got the relays to come. The team events are coming. You can put your voices to good use and cheer on your favourite team. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for the women's 14 to 16 years 4x200 meters freestyle team event. In lane 0, City of Sheffield. In lane 1, City of Birmingham. In lane 2, City of Peterborough. In lane 3, Newcastle. In lane 4, Nova Centurion A. In lane 5, City of Glasgow. In lane 6, Guildford City A. In lane 7, Mount Kelly A. In lane 8, Davencio Excel. And in lane 9, Northampton. This is the women's 14 to 16 years 4x200 freestyle relay final. Away they go. Keep those tweets coming. Edward Baxter just said the last turn was the dirtiest thing I've ever seen from Joe Lichtoon. It was brilliant, wasn't it? Keep those tweets coming in. Hashtag Summer Champs 18. It was enough for him to hold on to that victory at least anyway, wasn't it? Keep those tweets coming and keep cheering. We've got this team event. We want to hear the people in the stands. You've took the time to make a banner that says Go Guildford Go. Make some noise as well. Got people stood up at the back screaming away at the top there. No, I wasn't talking about you. No, I was, obviously, yeah. At the turn then, Nova Centurion A with the lead, 59.98. The only team inside 60 seconds at the first 100, but it's nothing yet. There's still 700 to go.
Well, it seemed as though there at that turn, the first turn, that the pool, should I say, was split in half between lane 0 to 4 and then the far side as well. But those spanning from 6 to 9, beginning to slightly catch up a wee bit, but still trailing the bubbles of Nova Centurion in the pool for them right now. Of course, here's Freya Colbert, they call her the Pocket Rocket. Well, it's not a bad person to have going first for you in the pool. 8:33. The time that they managed to get slap bang on the dot earlier on today. They've got a very good team in their ranks of Nova Centurion. They seem to qualify from their heat with great ease, but of course it's a whole different task when you're under the lights here in Ponds Forge and you've got so many teams around you gunning for that gold medal. The first change around being made then. Colbert passing over now to Annie Pearson, who takes the plunge in the pool first. Changes also being made by Davencio Excel in lane 8, Mia Slevin passing the mantle over to Harmony Torrington now, and in third position making the change also going in 3, Neve Page now for Newcastle, taking the responsibility away from Lola Davidson, who got them going on the first leg of that. I have to say that Newcastle earlier on, and Madeline Hardigan in the final 200 metres was absolutely phenomenal, so maybe they'll be relying on her when it comes to that stage of the race. But Newcastle further forward in this final than they were at this stage of the heat. That's positive reading for them, and they may be dark horses as this race continues. Talking of dark horses on the near side, lane 0, Jasmine Hartley of City of Sheffield, making sure that they are right in this battle as well. And in the thick of the argument in lane 2, Mia Leach of City of Peterborough. There's loads going on all around the pool here. That's what makes this relay so exciting. But amid all the madness, it's still Nova Centurion and now Annie Pearson keeping cool at the front.
Pearson holding it all together here for Nova Centurion A. Pearson from Neve Page of Newcastle. the Midlands and the North. And just in behind, it's Celia Peterborough as well. 3 city ofs in the near side lanes with Sheffield, Birmingham and Peterborough. But it's all about Nova Centurion, Mansfield based. Some of it. And up they come as we start to think about the halfway stage of this. Torrington having a good swim for Davencio, keeping them in 4th position on this near side. Hartley is trying to improve Sheffield's position as well. But it's all about Nova Centurion after 400. That's half the work done. Peterborough in 2nd. Salisbury from Wilson, but it's Amy Mead driving this Nova Centurion runaway train. Fourth, 5th and 6th just switching over constantly. Sheffield back to 4th. Izzy Main Reeves doing the work there. Dennis from Mount Kelly being a menace to the rest. 6th is now Viney of Birmingham. She's coming away from the race for improved positions. But it's still Nova. Mead turns 5:13.64. 2nd, Salisbury of Peterborough 5:16.67. 3rd position then Newcastle, Crystal Wilson 5:17.66. Now Dennis and Mount Kelly has got them into 4th position 5:18.16. Near side it's Reeves of Sheffield into 5th position, turned at 5:20.50. 6 was Davencio, 7 was Celia Birmingham, 8 was Guildford, 9 then was Glasgow in lane 5. They've got work to do here. Northampton on the far side in 10th position, closest to the spectators, and they'll hear everything that their fans are shouting at the pool. Here comes Nova Centurion once more, getting themselves back down towards the scoreboard end. It's me from Nova. This is the final change, remember. Can Nova Centurion take the title here of the 14 to 16 years age group, and the noise in here getting louder and louder and stronger towards the finish. Here comes the Jingle of Jonathan. 5 more minutes of lead will take Nova Centurion into the final leg here with the lead.
That's something that one, Harry, was Newcastle and Madeline Hardigan really rescuing things for them in the heats. He's going to have to do that again right now because Newcastle struggling in the last few moments because there's the action going on in front of them. There are 3 teams ahead are really beginning to pull away. Peterborough to the right in lane 2. Amelia Monaghan now in the pool for them. Also in lane 7, Garika Singh of Mount Kelly. But Glasgow in lane 5 are really looking like they're licking their lips to possibly go towards podium contention as well. In the pool for them, Katie Shanahan with the blue cap. She's even got no one to come into her left-hand side as well. The Guildford City and Tilly Hanson Hamilton with Rose who's looking to have on the back 200. But still, Nova Centurion, the one down in front in lane 4. Now Rebecca Fisher. It just seems like it's still close for Nova Centurion. They keep on going in the pool. They keep on being tested behind them. But they keep on providing the answers and going in towards the front. But this pursuit from Mount Kelly is really looking dangerous now. In lane 7, they are 2nd. Peterborough dropping into 3rd spot, and they now have Newcastle again on the recovery, and Glasgow with some real momentum. 100 metres to go.
You've done 700, you've done most of the work here. Now all you've got to do is kick on one final turn of diving pin end. That's all they need to make. Nova Centurion leading 7:22.77 at the last turn. Rebecca Fisher taking that team ever closer to winning this 14 to 16 years. But she's being chased seriously hard. Celia Mount Kelly is now in the exchange on the near side of Peterborough. Monaghan will try and chase down the blue cap. As they make their turns, it's still the formidable lead. Nova Centurion here. 1:27. 5-5 takes the victory. Second is Peterborough. Third, Mount Kelly. Just edging out Newcastle. Keep the swimming, cheering coming, because on the far side, Northampton are still going. Those folks with the Go Guildford flag, thank you very much to you, cheering all the way through. People bouncing up and down at the back of Ponds Forge on the far side. There's the finish for Northampton as well. We do love a relay here, and that is just why everybody screaming at the pool, don't leave yet, we've still got one more race to come. 17 years and over event, it's on its way. There was no stopping Nova Centurion A there, Jonathan.
Absolutely not. They just led from the start and continued all the way through just as they started. It was brilliant stuff. Glasgow, as you mentioned, Ellen, in the final 200 or so, really coming out of absolutely nowhere to cause chaos towards the front. And that last 50 from City of Peterborough and Amelia Monaghan was absolutely outstanding, because Mount Kelly really did seem to be in the driving seat for that silver. They still, though, did manage to get bronze.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the women's 17 years and over 4x200 meters freestyle relay final. In lane 0, Hatfield. In lane 1, Poole. In lane 2, City of Sheffield A. In lane 3, City of Leeds. In lane 4, Stockport Metro. In lane 5, Ealing. Lane 6, Wickham District A. In lane 7, Ellesmere College Titans. In lane 8, Barnet Copthall. And in lane 9, City of Coventry. This is the women's 17 years and over 4x200 meters freestyle team final. Second of our 4x2 relays then, in the senior group. This one, the 17 years and over, starting on the near side of the pink caps of Hatfield, going off for a belter there. And here in lane 4 though, Stockport Metro. And the Wolfpack, as they're known, going down towards the diving pit end for the first of many turns here.
Go Hatfield!
Don't forget, if you are the
Hatfield!
guardian of a child aged 13 to 14 years who's swimming in this competition, and you want to learn about the talent pathway being delivered within 2018 to the 2021 cycle, then Saturday the place to be is the Skyline Bar upstairs at Ponds Forge between 1 and 2. First come, first serve though, so make sure you get there nice and early.
Certainly making a nice brisk early start in lane 4. Stockport Metro, no real surprise when you see the name of the swimmer in the pool, being Elizabeth Harris. Stockport Metro really just in second spot right now. Trying to cause problems for the ball, particularly just in the right side of the City of Leeds in 3. In fact, that's 3 of the 4 teams on the far side, between 6 and 7 as well, like the City of Coventry. Just on the periphery of that front 4. Rachel Cox, Wickham District, seeing her team in 5th, but Stockport Metro, their lead seemingly getting bigger, and they do seem to now be dragging a couple of teams with them from the rest of the tracing pack.
First quarter of the hard work is nearly over. It's over for Harris as she touches here. 2 minutes 6.6 on the clock. Second will be Ealing. Katrina Avramova goes in second for Ealing. In third now, City of Sheffield have Amy Bell at task at hand is to try and catch what's happening in front. Can Sheffield catch Stockport? We've got to get past Ealing first. Fourth is City of Leeds as well. That's Iana Shoshan going well in the yellow cap of Leeds in 3. It's a real tussle on the far side. 6, 7, 8 and 9. They're all pretty much level here. Wynne, Davies, Southwood and Mackay. Racing on their own on the near side. Poole and Hatfield with Baker and Quatch. It is still Metro that have this lead. 15 meters to go. 10, now 5 for the chasing pack, but it's Metro that have the lead, and that lead is around about 6 meters now. 3 minutes, 0.16, just short of 4 seconds ahead of Ealing. City of Sheffield turning in 04.11. That's the top 3.
Leeds currently in 4th position. Kieran Foster in the call for now. It seems to me that they may have changed their team up in terms of order from what they did in the heats earlier. Foster was on the collector. They're actually going in 2nd position. And it makes it level really good with the district. Coming forwards. Just turning ahead of the West Yorkshire club. But still that trio at the top, that triangle. A bit lopsided of course with the point of it. So close to that, Katrina Avramova of Ealing in lane 5. Ealing just have a bit of breathing space, but not an awful lot ahead of Amy Bell and City of Sheffield as they now come in for the next change.
Darcy Deakin says, let's go Sheffield. Those tweets coming, hashtag Summer Champs 18. Nearing the end of day 3. Is anybody going to catch Stockport Metro in our final event of the night? Getting back down towards the diving pool. A little bit of a lead now for Ealing on City of Sheffield. Leeds now battling with Wickham District a couple of lanes over, and in fact Wickham District with Sansom just looking strong here as they head down for this next turn. Katie Matz for Stockport. Being encouraged from the side, the rest of the team giving their instructions. Ealing with Brodie Judge getting instructions from the far side as well. Sheffield getting back into second with Clifton. 100 to go for these ladies. Max makes the turn. 5:03.70. In second then, Ealing 5:09.47. In fact, Sheffield have kept in front of that turn. 5:08.63. So your top 3: Stockport, Sheffield, Ealing. Wickham into 4, 5:15.23 at the turn. 5th position is Leeds, 5:16.71. The distance starting to grow again here. Katie Match just goes into another gear and starts to open up the gap between Stockport and Sheffield. Clifton doing everything she can to try and keep in touch, but the lead is again around about 7 meters now as Katie Matz starts to come towards the end of her 200.
Yeah, she's definitely increasing the intensity here is Katie Match. You can see the kick splashes are just a little bit more prominent than those behind her, and beginning to really retaliate now. Kate Clifton in lane 2 for City of Sheffield as most of the swimmers get ready next to their blocks for that final changeover and the final 200 metres of this race. Leading then Stockport Metro will make that interchange now. The baton being handed over from Katie Matz to Holly Hibbert to bring this one home for the Northwest Club. Next in with good briskness is the City of Sheffield. Kate Clifton over to Izzy Grant, and then in 3rd position Ealing just dropping back at the moment. Their challenge has to make sure it doesn't wave as Brodie Judge hands over to Georgina Boyle.
Cracking names coming through here. Holly Hibbert, what a lady to be able to hand over to on the last leg here for Stockport Metro. 6:08.60 they went through the last turn this time around, 6:36.51, and Hibbert will drive back down towards the scoreboard, but she gets there. There'll be just 100 left here in this one. In second position, Sheffield now. Elizabeth Grant is doing the work for them. 6:41.16, and that gap is opening in between second and third. Ealing, though, might have a bit of a challenge on here as the Wickham District ladies are now starting to push for this bronze medal. Jemima Hall against Georgina Boyle. It's Wickham versus Ealing in the battle for third. That's where the competition's at, but the dominant performance is coming in the blue caps for the Wolfpack. Stockport Metro leading here with Holly Hibbert, 7:07.07.
There's 3.5 seconds in the heat still between Ealing and Wickham District, but they have been positioned right next to each other here in the pool, and Wickham for so long plotting the comeback after the front three had just escaped so early on from everybody else, and now they have been able to bridge that gap. The seesaw is beginning to level between Wickham and Ealing, but which way will it decisively tip as they almost embark on their final 50 metres now? But well into the stride of hers and her teams is Holly Hibbert of Stockport Metro, who looks as if she's surely going to bring this home in a very comfortable time and with a great distance as well. 25 metres to go, the pressure seemingly almost off. Izzy Grant and City of Sheffield as well in second spot, but look at Wickham District, who are now beginning to strike and get past Georgina Boyle and Ealing, and that is a real sting in the tail. But at the front, it's Stockport Metro, 8:08.77. They have won it. It was never in doubt, and a large chunk taken off the time they got earlier as well by 11 seconds. Izzy Grant brings it home for the Steel City for silver, and in third, Wickham District have just managed to win that right old ding-dong at the end between them and Ealing, who have to settle for fourth, but they could not have put much more into that one. An unbelievable final race of the night. Great entertainment once more. And Alan, it is Stockport Metro taking that as the final few coming now.
Yep, the final team to make a finish here on the far side. City of Coventry, where Lauren Cox gets the touch. Well, a couple of decent relays to finish the night here on day number 3. The confirmed results are there, 8:08.77. 17:67 for City of Sheffield A, and Wickham District, as Jonathan was saying during the commentary, coming back, really fighting to the end, and actually nearly 2 seconds ahead as they come in third. Jonathan, take us home.
Well, there we are then, the end of day 3. We're past the halfway point of this British Swimming Summer Championships 2018, and once again a big thank you to our parents just leaving the building now, the swimmers, the coaches, and of course our officials as ever. Officials, you may now leave the poolside. Thank you.